Well, maybe I am. All right, welcome in everybody to Dike-New Hartford baseball. Game 2, Wolverines are hosting the Denver Cyclones. JV is just getting finished up and warmed up. Tate Block on the mound tonight for the Wolverines during the JV game. So we'll kind of get the lineup here through once Brad's ready, and then we should be good to go. Throw down from Stefan to Gudgeon, and we're ready to roll.
Ready to rock and roll. JV is coming off a 1-0 win over Wapsie Valley Tuesday. Let's see if they can improve here with Tate Block on the mound.
Well, we saw Block throw a bit last year, so again, first one's up.
At bat is Hayden Roush. And the shortstop for the Cyclones. Ball 2 upstairs. 2-0. Breezy night here in Dike. Strike number 1. Wind blowing left to right. About 80, upper 80s. That's lifted shallow. Could be trouble. It is. That falls in front of the right fielder, Davis.
Yeah, right between Davis and Rindles out there, so tough spot for it.
Hit number 1. Brings in the third baseman, Miles Mathias. Roush, good lead on first. Bunted in the air. That is caught.
Yep. Stefan with a great job coming out from behind the plate. Just couldn't quite get himself around to go to first with it.
But had Roush leaning a long ways. Could have had him. Around the infield, we have Levi Folkerts at first. Caleb Rendles at second. Gudgeon at short. And Keegan Bullhuse at third.
That one's right underneath the feet.
Ball number 1 from Block.
Allows the runner to move up to second.
Block's 1-0 pitch. Driven in the hole. That's going to score a run. Possibly.
Throw coming home. Stefan makes a catch, gets the out.
Exactly. Good throw in there by Davis from right field.
Yeah, he put it just up the line, right where all Stefan could do was catch it and tag, and he had the out. So, batter does move up to second on that, though. So, great job, though, of Davis coming up firing with that one. Looked like, as you said, Brad, looked like they were going to score right off that first one.
Ball was ripped into right field, but shallow enough that Davis came in, like Joe said, up throwing. Threw Roush out at home.
Ooh.
Next in the box, Joe Smelzer. Takes ball 1. That ball gets away from Stefan. It's going to allow that runner to go to third.
Well, with 2 outs, you don't need to be overly concerned about that runner. You just got to come after the batter.
Yes.
Good job of getting over there and blocking it by Stefan. Ball was outside and low into the dirt as well.
3-0 on the number 4 hitter and doing the catching tonight for the Cyclones, Joe Smeltzer. That's going to skip in there, and that's going to be a walk.
But good job of Stefan blocking that one. There again, we talk about our catchers having to do a good job of not letting that ball get through. So
brings in the number 5 hitter, Garen Schultz, doing the playing center field tonight. We got our pinch runner.
Yep, looks like we'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher coming in, and we're joined here up in the booth by Coach Martin. Coach, good to have you first time this year.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
So, a little bit of a rough outing first night, coming in against Wapsie Valley. Wapsie did have a couple games under their belt. So what was, again, I feel horrible asking this. How did practice go yesterday?
It was good. I think we definitely came with a purpose. Definitely wanted to get better. The game that we played against Wapsie was just not the games that we're used to playing. So, yeah, we got a lot of work in, and it was very productive. So,
well, and I think we've talked about this. I know I had a chance to talk with you on Sunday before you guys had practice and just chat about kind of the team and what you thought. And I know you've got a great group of guys that have a ton of experience, came back. Really just an opportunity to get after these guys. And really, I think you've got a bunch of leaders there that'll help kind of keep things on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, going back to last year, losing 2 of our outfielders, it's definitely been a process trying to fill those spots and seeing maybe what the best lineups are for us. But with the success that these guys have had in the spring and their spring sports, finally being able to get everybody at one practice has been pretty nice. So looking to move forward and bounce back today.
That was going to be my next question. Is obviously state track last week, and then the guys that play soccer were not here on Monday night. So you got everybody back tonight. How's it looking here? Obviously Denver had some great success against them last year. Looks like they're fairly young this year, coming back with not a ton of upperclassmen.
Yeah, I think one thing we learned Monday is we're not going to take anything for granted, no matter what the team is. Wapsie was a very good team, and if you look at some of Denver's past games, they played Newman pretty well, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was West Marshall. They've also played pretty well, so definitely not going to take anything off tonight. We're going to go in like OO season, looking to get that first win.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the guys come out tonight. I've chatted with a couple of them today, and they're obviously focused in and ready to go tonight. One other, just kind of a question for me, because kind of as you prep for a season, I got to imagine it's harder to get, to replicate at-bats in a game situation. I mean, you can throw pitches, you can have guys throw at them, but to have somebody from a different team who's coming after your weaknesses.
It is, yeah, and it's tough. We do a lot of inter-squad scrimmages or live at-bats with the kids, but it's just a different mindset when your friend is pitching against you. So we're gonna start once we have more practices, which next 2 weeks it's very limited. But last year we actually brought in some D&H alumni that were pretty successful in the baseball program to come in and do live at-bats. So it just gives a different look to the kids, and it still makes it really competitive for them too.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of was where I was thinking with that, is that obviously you can put a machine out there and you can throw machine balls, but the machine balls are almost dead on every time.
Yep.
You're not moving it around. You don't have to worry about getting hit. And
right.
So, anything else as we look forward to finishing off the season or getting started with the season here and kicking things off?
Yeah, I think we'll see a good outing by Gus. We're going to be moving some of the guys around in new lineups this game, so it should be interesting. We worked on a lot of stuff yesterday, so we'll see how we do.
All right. Well, good luck, Coach, and
thanks.
go get them tonight.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Again, there again, Coach Martin joining us here during that top to the bottom of the first. I see the Wolverines got out of that one with no runs, Brad.
No runs, a good strikeout by Block to end the top of the first and end the threat for Denver. And then he gets up and rips a double down the third base line. And he's in scoring position now as we have Bull Hughes, the number 2 batter, in the box for the Wolverines.
Well, we saw Block at the JV level a lot last year too. Played a lot for the Wolverines at the JV level. Again, as we talked about numbers and just not having a ton of numbers in the program, having some of those guys having to play up and do extra work. But I think you're going to see a lot of that from these guys this year paying off.
That's fouled away. 1-2 on Bull Hughes.
Again, I think we're good. We will get game 1 starter Will Texter up here in a little bit. We'll talk with him about his start and allow him to cool down a little bit before we start asking questions.
Yep.
Oh,
that plunked him. As Bull Hughes is hit by the pitch, and he's going to take first on that, and that's going to bring in the number 3 hitter, Ryan Gudgeon.
Well, and we called that game Monday night for the JV. Gudgeon went full 5 innings.
Yep.
Didn't give up any runs. Really, I thought had a really nice outing for his first time of the year.
He did. He threw the ball very well in that JV game against Wapsie Valley.
Ooh,
that was in tight on Gudgeon. Up and in. On the hill for Denver is Jacob Steggy. Block takes a good lead. Second baseman Law is holding him on. That's going to be, I think that hit him in the box.
Yep.
As the umpires threw his hands in the air.
Man, that would have been a good one, though.
Yes, it would have.
Block's moving from second. He would have been in there. And
yeah, that the third baseman would have came in, had to have covered the play as that was dribbled down the third base line. Wolverine runners take their lead. Sermano will lead. It's outside. 2-1 on Gudgeon.
Well, and right now Denver's holding with the second baseman, which if Gudgeon's behind the pitch at all, he's got a huge hole over there to hit it into.
Yep. Drive that ball into right center. Gudgeon takes the pitch up high. 3-1.
To this point, through an inning and start of the bottom of the first, we haven't seen a called strike yet. So it's going to be interesting to try and figure out the zone.
Yep. Gudgeon dribbles it foul. Full count now on Ryan Gudgeon. Again, runners on first and second. Good leads by both runners as Steggy steps off the mound. Second baseman Loss holding him on. Gudgeon drives in, and that's going to be hooked foul.
It turned a little bit too much on it, but man, he got a hold of that one.
He did, just a little bit too much.
Well, and as we get, for Denver, I am not sure JV-wise if this might be their first JV game, because I know their first 2 games that we saw from the varsity standpoint were doubleheaders.
Oh, okay.
So this could be their first actual JV game of the year. I'm not sure.
The payoff, Gudgeon's going to ground one under the glove of the third baseman. Burns is waving him around. Here comes the throw. Bull Hughes is going to be in at third, and Block is going to score. Good hit by Gudgeon. Base hit scores a run. Wolverines are up 1-0.
Well, and a good turn at third by Block to get home. Left fielder came up with it, but really did not have a play at home, so he just got it in. But really good piece of hitting there by Gudgeon.
Yeah. And that, as the left fielder came in, I think the ball went under his glove, so it allowed Bull Hughes to take second.
Well, there's a called strike, and Gudgeon's going to take second on that one. So stolen base there for him.
Runners on second and third. We'll be joined here shortly by the pitcher from the Wapsie Valley game, Will Texter, as Joe will question him, give him a few questions.
All right. Again, as Brad just said, joining us here in the booth, Will Texter, starter from game 1. Playing short tonight, Will.
I am.
When was the last time you played short?
Never. First time tonight.
We saw that on the lineup. I was trying to think the last time. I couldn't remember if there was a time you had. So.
Nope, I haven't. This is the first time, so it'll be fun.
So, not to bring up bad memories, but let's go back to Monday night.
Yep.
You got the start. Had an untimely error, which then allowed Wapsie's pitcher to come up and take 1 yard on you. But
yeah.
On that pitch, we had a bet going on. Brad and I did about this. Did you hang one?
I just threw a fastball right down the middle. No
Okay.
curveball, but
Okay.
just threw a fastball
Just
right down the
gut.
Yep.
And he turned on it. So,
Yep.
but no, again, we always talk about you and then Lou came in and went a bunch of innings, but we always laugh because you two work so fast.
Oh, yeah, we
Like,
try. We don't waste our time out there.
There's not
Nope.
time for us to say a whole lot because you guys, the ball's back and you're right back throwing it. So
Yep.
Wolverines just put 2 more across here.
On the base hit by Cooper Steffen. Good job. Hit it in the hole between third and short. Allows Bullhuse and Gudgeon to score. Go ahead, Joe.
So so again, we kind of will ask this question of everybody. What's your outlook here? I mean, obviously we're bounce back tonight. We're gonna come out and take care of business. What's your thoughts? I know you guys returned a lot of guys, and you look like all the arms are back.
Yep.
So
Well, Monday obviously wasn't our best performance, and we all know that. We didn't hit well. We really didn't do much well, but we're going to learn from that because the only way you can learn is – the best way to learn is to lose. So we're just going to learn. It's baseball. You're going to lose multiple times. You're not going to win every game in a baseball game. So we're going to come out and hopefully bounce back and forget about Monday night.
Well, and it doesn't get any easier for you guys. You got Denver tonight and Columbus tomorrow, Union on Friday. You guys kind of start off real early with some tough ones.
Yep, and we can't overlook them because we overlooked Wapsie on Monday, so we obviously can't overlook any of these teams coming.
No music.
All right, we are back here for the top of the second inning. No throwdown, Brad, which has been my cue to come back to stream, but Block back on the mound for the Wolverines as they lead 3-0.
Yep, gets the left fielder John Smelser to swing and miss at strike one. Smelser, not Zer. Strike two.
Well, and it's got to give you a lot of confidence. If you're a block, you come up with a big hit. If you'll have a great first inning, then come up with a big hit.
Exactly.
To start start at the bottom of the first.
Strike three. As he puts.
Stefan dropped it, but went to Folkerts. Nice throw down to Folkerts to get the out.
Out number one. Brings in the pitcher. No, I don't think that's the pitcher. I think that's the DH hitter, number 18, Nate Keller. He swings and misses at strike one. Good job by Block staying around the plate, making the Denver batters swing.
Well, and I think that's one thing with him. You can always tell when he's feeling good and he's got energy, he's right around the plate.
Yep.
If he starts getting way off it, you know he's starting to wear down a little bit. But
that's in the dirt. Ball one. 1-1 on Keller. Nobody on. One out. Here in the top of the second. 1-2. Wolverines are up 3-0. The 1-2.
Oh, good spot for it.
Paints the outside corner, but doesn't get the call.
Well, we haven't painted the plate yet.
No, that's Butcherfeld. You better tell Butcherfeld to get on the white paint again. Full count now. First full count we've seen by Block. On deck is the right fielder, Ethan Doty. It's outside, and that's going to be ball four. Second walk given up tonight by Block. Puts a Cyclone runner on first. And brings in, like I said, the right fielder, Ethan Doty. Keller gets his lead. He's held on first by Levi Folkerts. That's over the glove of the catcher, Stefan. And Keller is going to take second as the ball.
Yep, that one just got over top of the batter, and Stefan couldn't quite get his glove on. He got his glove on it, but he couldn't quite get a hold of it.
Yeah. What is Stefan, a sophomore?
Yep, he's part of that sophomore class.
1-1. It'll be interesting to see. We talk about how the Dike-New Hartford catchers, I mean, Nick learned a lot from Waters. Waters learned a lot from probably Johnson, or not Tate, but Trent Johnson, and then see how that gets passed on next year, as we'll probably see McCumber behind the plate a lot next year.
Yeah, and I think again we'll see him obviously when Nick's on the mound. I think we'll see him behind the plate, and so that'll be good for him.
Yep.
I think the biggest thing, and we've talked about this, Waters was really the one we talked about it the most, that he knew when to go out and when to stay back, when to go talk to him, save the coaches from having to make trips out to the mound. Curve is just not curving tonight.
Not dropping.
Stayed up now a couple times on him.
Yep, 2-2. Maybe it's 3-2.
3-2, full count.
Full count again. Keller takes his lead from second. That gets away. It's going to be ball four.
Keller will move up to third as the ball got by Stefan.
Yeah, I mean, just to see how it gets taught down the line. I mean, from catcher to catcher to catcher.
Yeah.
So, brings in the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, Eric Law. That pitch is over the head of Law.
Well, and that's going to allow the runner to go to second.
Yep.
So here again, just a little bit off target right now is blocked. Just got to settle back in.
Mm-hmm.
There we
There's
go.
strike number 1. Oh, never mind.
Okay. I won't.
Same spot, little low. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Strike 2.
He's right on that outside edge.
He is. See if he stays consistent, though. Runners take their lead from second, third. There's the curveball, and it got him. Out number 2, strikeout number 3. Brings in the top of the order, Hayden Roush. He singled his first time up to bat, but got thrown out at home on a terrific throw by Dev Davis. That's hit right to the short line to the shortstop, and who was that? Bull Hughes scoops it off the ground for out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second right after this.
All right, we are back here, bottom of the second inning. Wolverines, while the Cyclones have threatened both of the first 2 innings, Wolverines have been able to get out of it with no runs. Excellent job of Block coming back and finding that zone there.
Exactly right. And I mean, the only way the runners from Denver advanced is just Stefan not gathering the ball in behind the plate and letting it go back to the backstop. But I got a feeling that'll get taken care of as the year progresses. That strike number 1 to Rendles. Caleb Rendles at the plate, playing second base. That ball's in the dirt. 1-1. Staggy still on the hill for the Cyclones. The pitch.
Ooh,
fouled away.
Not sure who that came
1
off
and
of,
2.
but
Sounded more the catcher.
yeah.
This is number 19. Wonder if that's a Haugen kid on
It
deck.
is.
Oh, he hit.
Ooh.
Swing and miss, strike 3.
Reached out at that one, but
It looked like he bailed a little bit and then put the bat through the zone.
yep, looks.
Brings in Julian Haugen.
Well, we have got a pitching change. Left fielder is going to come into the mound.
Left fielder.
So left fielders, okay, let me walk through this for you. So left fielder comes to the mound. Third base goes to center. Center field goes to left. And the pitcher, Staggy, will go to third.
I missed the first one. Left fielder went to the pitcher's mound. Pitcher went to third.
Yep. Third baseman went to center.
Yep.
And center went to left.
Okay.
So, again, new pitcher coming in here for the Cyclones. Nobody new coming in, but just some movement around here.
Okay, fine. But you got it. That's the umpires for tonight, so you better hope that Tom can read them.
But yeah, as we get ready here, so you just made all the adjustments. Who's our new pitcher?
That'd be John Smelser is the new pitcher. Jacob Steggy will go from being pitcher to playing third base. Matthias goes from third base to center field. And Schultz goes from center field to left field.
Well, so what we've seen, I mean, Steggy is the only senior listed on the roster, and Smelser is one of two juniors.
So, yeah.
So, I mean, really, we talked about it with Coach Martin. This is a young group. This Denver team is pretty young. Not a ton of upperclassmen, but, sometimes that's extremely dangerous to see.
It is.
Because they don't know any better.
No, they don't, but, you give them 2 years, a year or two underneath their belt, and they're going to be a pretty good ball club if they stick it out.
Yep.
I mean, I see they only have one 8th grader on the roster.
Yeah, they're pretty much sophomores and freshmen.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
This is going to be a team that you're going to see build over the next couple years.
Julian Haugen steps in the box. He looks at ball one from Smelser. So Steggy only worked an inning and a third.
Yeah, I got to imagine it was a pitch count.
Yep.
Said both these guys have thrown at the varsity level because strike one, Denver has played 2 doubleheaders and had to obviously field plenty of pitchers during those during those 4 games.
So 1-1 on Haugen. He chops it back to the pitcher, Smelser, makes the play, out number 2.
Well, that's going to bring up Jalen Haugen.
Yep.
So we'll have the Haugen boys batting after each other.
I hope it's right.
I don't think we did, but you never know.
Ooh, Haugen stuck his bat out, and that went in the bleachers.
Off the bleachers and back into play.
Huh.
Couldn't do that again if he
I
tried.
was going to say, let's see you do that one more time.
Yeah, he started to swing and then tried to hold up, and it just kind of flared off. And it's one way to get the ball retrieved.
Yeah, nobody had to go fetch it. The next pitch by Smelser, way outside, 1-1.
Yeah, it looked like he overthrew that one a little bit.
As we see, I'm sure that is block.
Nope, it's Peveril, I believe.
Peveril, yep. The next person in the Haugen swings and misses strike 2. The 1-2 pitch by Smelser.
Ooh.
Boy, that was in tight. Reineke probably would have wore that one.
Well, yeah. But that ball also would have tailed into him because he's a magnet for it.
Yep, exactly. Smelser's 2-2 pitch. Nobody on for the Wolverines. Boy, 3-2.
Everybody kind of held their breath right there.
I was.
Well, another full count here. 2 outs in the bottom of the second.
On deck is Logan Peveril if Jalen Haugen should reach. Boy, that was in tight again.
Ball 4.
Ball 4.
Well, Wolverines get a base
Uh-oh.
runner with 2 outs.
Brings in Logan Peveril. The pitch, that's overthrown. That gets under the glove of the catcher, Joe Smelser. And Jalen Haugen's in at second. Yeah. One and 0. Haugen takes his lead. The pitch. Ooh, he swung a ball 2, but
Yeah, that one was up a little bit.
yep.
and
But kids get their eyes
was
get about it.
excited.
Yeah. Very. 1 and 1. He lines one to the shortstop.
That's going to be tough. Oh, got under his glove.
And Peveril's going to be safe on the error, I'm going to say.
Yeah, I think that would have been a tough play at
Yep.
first because Peveril runs really well. But, yeah, coming in, that's one you got to make if you're the fielder.
Exactly. The shortstop, Roush, slid it underneath his glove.
Well, back to the top here.
Started off with block again as he doubled down the third base line. His first time up to bat.
Runners at the corners. I got to imagine Peveril's running here.
No doubt.
Nope.
He doesn't run. And block takes ball 1. That should just be automatic.
Yeah.
Peveril should just take off. I mean, yes, you got 2 outs. You get thrown out, that's 3 outs, but you never know. He loops it, and that's going to be...
That's down.
Yep, down in the hole, and that's going to plate Haugen from third. Block goes 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, makes the score 4-0 Wolverines, and the top of this order, a couple lefties to start the order out.
Exactly. Brings in Bullhuse. Bullhuse looks at one inside, ball 1. One and 0, 2 outs, 2 on for the Wolverines. That's way upstairs. 2 and 0. Jeff, did you get that other paper that flew down there? It's in the mail. You get it after.
That
Well,
fouled
he
off.
slices it down the third base line. 1 and 2, or 2 and 1. Excuse me. Two and 1 as we see the varsity team starting to take some batting practice. 2 outs. Peveril takes his lead off second. That pitch is inside. Bullhuse kind of ducking out of the way. 3 and 1. Could load the bases for Gudgeon. That's behind him. No questions asked about that, and that's going to be ball 4. Everybody's going to move up a bag, and the base paths are jammed full of Wolverines for Ryan Gudgeon. As we see the catcher, Joe Smelser, go out and talk to his...
Steggy's going to come in from third as well. Just a little pep talk, get him back focused.
Gudgeon, 1 for 1 tonight. Base is full. Here's first pitch. Gudgeon looks at strike number 1, right down Broadway.
And coming off a walk, you're probably taken in that situation, but that is too good.
That's, way too good. Oh and 1 to Gudgeon. Gudgeon lifts one foul out of play. He's down in the count 0-2, and that lands in lane number 2 on the track.
And right into the shot put ring.
Oh.
Impressive marksmanship on that one.
It is. First we had one bounce off the bleachers and back into play. Now we see one land on lane 2 and in the shot put ring. The 0-2 to Gudgeon. Way upstairs, boy.
Oh,
Peveril.
I don't know. He thought that one was gonna get by the catcher, but he was in a full sprint home and had to drop the anchor and pull himself back.
Good job by Peveril putting on the brakes. 1-2. Oh, and that hits Gudgeon right in the melon.
The helmet.
Yikes. That's going to play Peveril from third. Obviously not intentional, but ouch, that has to ring.
Yeah, it's been interesting. You've seen both pitchers so far. All three pitchers have tried to throw a curve, and the curve just doesn't break in tonight.
Nope.
Or at least isn't right now. We'll see once we get to the varsity if they decide that they're going to. We know what big a part it is of the Wolverines lineup.
Mm-hmm. Brings in the number 4 hitter, Cooper Steffen.
Ball up to Steffen. When I was going to look, so I think Smeltzer's only, on the year, he's only thrown 32 pitches. So he's got to be at that point now, I would think. We're pretty close.
Ball upstairs.
2-0 quickly on Steffen.
Yep. A kid that you probably don't want to throw one right down Broadway to, but I think he's going to have to. The 2-0.
Oh,
that's way outside. 3-0.
Yeah, that's it's going to be interesting, Brad, for here because 3-0. You can't throw anything real good, but you got bases loaded. You got to throw something.
Yeah, I would think he has to be.
Bull uses at shortstop,
and Steffen takes a swing at it. 3-1.
Yeah, he pulled his head on that one. Just got that shoulder out, but Brad, look how far off Bull Hughes is at second. He's almost a third.
Almost, yeah, exactly right. That curveball's down low, and that's going to be a walk. That's going to play block from third. Move Bull Hughes to third. Move Gudgeon to second. Probably.
Yeah, that would have been a good race.
Brings in Levi Folkerts. Speaking of Gudgeon, took that one off the helmet.
Oh, yeah, they're gonna get with 2 outs. We're gonna get a courtesy runner.
Be Julian Haugen, courtesy runner for Steffen.
So he can get his gear back, start getting his gear on.
We talk about a little bit last year as we seen Levi take one off the helmet last year.
I was just thinking about that. Looping curveball.
Right off the top of the helmet. And just the look of dismay of where the ball was when it hit Levi in the helmet. 1-0. That's inside again.
About plunked him too.
Levi Folkerts is the 9th batter to bat this inning here in the bottom of the second. As the freshman Smeltzer is on the mound.
Junior,
is he?
Yeah.
That ball gets passed.
Run. Everybody moves up one. No, freshman, you're right. That's the other Smeltzer.
Yeah, this other Smeltzer's doing the catching.
That's your catcher, yeah. Sorry, I get
3-0.
confused easily.
It's okay. I don't want to say I'm right, but I will every once in a while.
And ball 4, it's going to load them back up.
Brings in Tot, the number 6 hitter. Struck out looking his first time.
Nope, and a visit to the mound.
Yep, I think we're going to see another pitching change here.
So now we got second baseman coming to the mound. 2-0 count. 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 2- And I will get you the rest of the moves. It looks like it's just going to be a quick swap. That
So
second to pitcher and pitcher to second.
Second to pitcher, pitcher to second. So it'll be Eric Law, the new pitcher for the Cyclones. The new second baseman is Smelser. Okay, see if this will work. We had somebody come out of the dugout.
That was Steggy. He jumped. He went into the dugout.
So we get a few warm-up pitches by Law. I believe this isn't going to go very much. Well, it is 5:45.
Law, another freshman on this group of Cyclones. So we talked about how young they are, and this looks like his first outing of the year. So
swing the bat, Mr. Tott.
Stay in there and be ready.
Yep. As Law will inherit the base pads full of Wolverines.
I see everybody so far. Everybody's curve is hung. It's staying way, and it's way up. It's not like it's just hanging across the zone. It is way up over top of the batter's heads.
Yep, exactly. It's either way up or it's way behind the batter.
Now there's a good one.
There was a good curveball. All right, Black stepping in. 2 outs.
You mean Tot?
It'll be Tot at the mound.
No, Tot is at the plate.
At the plate, excuse me.
I got you, Brad. I'm here for you.
The first pitch by Law
Ooh.
had Tot swing and strike one.
Yup, and that looked like it was going to be in there, so just got to stay in and swing through it.
Good rip at it. Wolverines lead 7-0 as they've plated 4 so far, and all 4 runs have came with 2 outs. That's going to be, I was going to say.
I thought it was there.
Yep. 1-1. On deck is Soppy. That pitch is high and outside. 2-1. While stares in a Smelser. Wheels and deals. And he fouls it away. 2-2. Good hack at it by Todd. Two and two. 2 outs. Base pads full of Wolverines. Laws 2-2. Fouled away. Good battle by Todd. Spoiling off some good pitches thrown by Law.
Well, and that's what you want to see. These young guys, you want to see them battle. You want to see them see extra pitches.
Exactly. Law gathers himself again on the 2-2. The pitch. He's going to.
It's up in the air. It's trouble.
That's a double trouble. Falls in between the shortstop and the left fielder. Plates 2.
Great attempt by the left fielder to make a diving catch, and it looked like he just missed it. That will bring 2 across for the Wolverines.
Volkerts on that advances to third. Tot on the single will stay at first. So Wolverines with Soppy at bat and runners at the corners with 2 outs. Now lead 9-0. Wind still blowing left to right. Soppy swings and misses strike 1. Looks like he has to stay in there a little bit more. Keep that head in. Keep those feet planted.
And Todd moves up to second.
Todd goes to second. That pitch from Law was down in the dirt. 1-1 on Soppy. The pitch. Eye level. 2-1. Still in the bottom, bottom of the second. Was 2-1 pitch. Outside, gets away.
That is going to bring, ooh.
That's going to be close. He's going to be out at home. Good job by Law to hang on to that, but got the Folkerts at home. That'll end the inning. Wolverines play 6, and we'll go to the top of the third after this.
All right, back here in Dike for the top of the third inning. Cyclones come back to the plate, down 9-0, Brad.
They're down 9-0, and it'll be the 2-3-4 hitters for the Cyclones, Matthias Law and Joe Smeltzer.
And
I don't think that's Block on the hill. Is that Peveril?
that's Block.
Is it?
Yeah, that's still Block out there.
Okay.
I think everybody thought that might have hit him, and it did not, it looks like.
1-0. Pitch tails away. 2-0.
This is a point where it's tough as a pitcher. You want to throw your best, but here you just need to not throw a lot.
Oh,
Stay
that
right
gets
there at the
way
zone, and that was way over top. Again,
Yeah.
I think one of those curves is not breaking right now, but yeah, you just need to stay right around the zone, make them put it in play,
Exactly.
take your outs, and get out of here.
Yep, exactly.
It's like the Wolverines going with the black uniforms tonight. Black jerseys. Ball 4, that will put a runner on.
4-pitch walk to Matthias. 4th walk given up by Block tonight. Maybe that's what they need. Usually when they get runners in scoring position, we kind of shut it down.
We did the first 2 innings.
Yep. Brings in the first baseman, Ryan Law. Block throws back to, that's not Fulkins.
That is Haugen.
Haugen's playing first.
Julian at first.
Julian's on first. Is his brother on?
I think his brother's at third. Soppy out in left field, so
Runner takes off. Oh, and that
Stefan
gonna
comes up
sail.
throwing, and
Good backup by,
that's not Rindles.
That's not Rendell's. Is that Levi?
Nope, that is Bullhuse.
That's Bullhuse at the second. 1-0 on Law.
Oh, and he lifts that one into right. And he got it over top of Peveril and ground rule double, it looks
That's
like.
Ground rule double, exactly. Ground rule double. How
We'll
is
score
he come?
one. See, was it
he
second?
was probably, yep. So on the
That's-
ground rule double by Law.
That's where that low pitch and letting the runner get to second hurts you.
Yep.
Yeah, and got Peveril. He got a hold of that one. That was a nice hit there.
Well, and you have that wind blowing left to right. That could have been scary if it would have been blowing more out to right.
Yeah.
Brings in Smeltzer. With one on, nobody out, yep. That's lifted high on the infield. Bullhuse calling everybody off and makes the play. Good job by Bullhuse. Out number one. Everybody stays put.
No, yeah, good job of calling it and continuing to call it until he knew he had it, until he knew he had everybody off it. So
Exactly.
we could hear it up here, which is nice.
Brings in Schultz. Well, that gets past Stefan again.
That one out wide. I don't even think Reineke could have slid out and got that one.
No. Do a little bit more follow through.
Yeah, again, I think you're still trying to work at, obviously, early season, his first outing of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You're still trying to work on some stuff and throw some different things, but
The 1-0 pitch. Ooh, did he go around? Boy, that was close. Guess not. 1-1 on Schultz as Law takes third.
2-0.
2-0, sorry. I'm still wanting the guy to go around on first.
Good try, though.
2-0. 9-1 in favor of the Wolverines here in the top of the third. That's going to plate the second run for Denver.
That one just didn't stick in Stefan's glove. That one was there.
3-0. See how long Burns goes with.
Yeah, I keep looking at the dugout to see if he's come out and talk to him or get him out of there, whatever he's going to try and do here. But
The 3-0 pitch to Schultz. Yes,
high.
that's going to be a 4-pitch walk again. No move by Burns yet.
Oh, he's got.
Oh,
Who's number one?
who's number one? Is that guy?
It looks like Rindles and Folkert's out, and Folkerts has a catching mid on, he's got his first baseman glove, so I'm assuming it's Rindles. Maybe it's Levi, I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, he throws like his brother. That has to be a Folkerts. Not saying that pitch was bad by no means, Trevor, but
Ball one on
Ball
that first
one.
one. Great job of Stefan getting out of the crouch.
Yeah,
And that
it's
skips
ball-
behind.
boy, they're just 1-2.
Here again, just having
2-0.
just haven't sent out the guy. Yeah, it is Levi warming up. As I'm watching him. But with just sending him out, he's not got a lot of time to get warmed up here. Ball three.
Who's throwing then? Who's over there then? Is that Levi,
Levi.
warming up? Who's on the hill then?
What do you mean, who's on the hill?
Oh, is that still block on the hill then?
Yeah, it's still
Okay.
blocked.
4-pitch walk given up to Smeltzer.
That's going to cause time. I think this is going to be, that's where the change is going to be
Yep.
made. Is that block, really great job. Went 2+ innings tonight. Looked really good for the first two, and it's his first pitching outing of the year. And so, you see what you got and how long you can go, and Coach Burns figuring out how long he can have him out there. But excellent. I thought Block did an excellent job tonight. Just got a little wild there at the end, but you get tired, and that's what happens. But here comes
Levi.
Yeah, I was going to come up with something, but I didn't have anything. Just Levi.
It's just Levi. The lefty.
Well, and he's going to come in with a couple guys on base and one out.
Yeah.
Again, Wolverines do lead this one 9-2. It seems like we have been out here forever, and
for a long
with
time,
just 3
yes.
innings.
Yep, exactly.
But we're sitting at 6 o'clock now, so I gotta think maybe another half inning.
Maybe.
Depends on how long this one takes.
Yep, exactly. As we see Mr. Varney and the family show up. As we sit and wait for Levi to get warmed up, just note that the stream for the varsity game will be on a different
Yeah,
channel.
we'll switch over to the varsity.
Yep.
So if you were on the homepage, there's a second one for varsity baseball. We will sign off of this one and move over to that one, and then we will come on 15, 20 minutes before game time and do pregame. So there again, I'll get the stream started, and you'll see the starting soon screen, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, just for anybody watching, we will switch over to the varsity stream once the JV is complete. All right, we are ready to roll here. Folkert's on the mound. Looks like it's just a swap. Folkert's for Block, so no other changes on the infield for the Wolverines or in the outfield.
Okay. As the umpire brushes the plate clean, the left-handed Levi Folkerts inherits runners on first and second and throws
Strike one.
Strike number one to
Good
Keller.
start.
Way to work it ahead. Uh-oh. That gets by Haugen into left field.
Oh, we got a race to third. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, that was just a little bit of a delay by everybody involved.
Well, yeah, it took Stefan obviously off guard, and no one was yelling going. So 1-1, 1 out. Strike number two. Just a long delay for strike, balls and strikes. The pitch, that's going to be outside. Good job by Stefan to keep it from not going to the backstop. 2-2. The 2-2 by Folkerts.
That's got it. Yep.
You bet.
Strike three. The slow curve.
The slow curve gets him. Out number 2 brings in Ethan Doty. That's strike number 1 as Doty was backing away.
Levi's got him a little off balance here.
Well, and we talked about it varsity during the varsity games. You get Will throwing right-handed, and you bring Lou in throwing left-handed. It's totally something different for the batters to look at.
Well, and Block threw a lot of fastballs, a lot of straight stuff, and Levi's come out here throwing junk.
Ball in the
Comes
dirt.
out firing the fastball.
We have Levi's mom up here. May want to put on the headset for this. Can't even do that.
Oh.
The pitch is in the dirt. Good block by Stefan to keep it in front of him. 2-2.
Go back to the curveball. Loop it in there.
Yep. Levi gets set and throws. Tries it. brings the count full. Get him something to hit. You got him backing off the plate the first time. Three and two. Eric Law on deck if Doty should reach. And he did on a base on balls.
Well, and so here in Chance, these JV guys don't have a lot of chances to practice things, but here's a first and third situation with 2 outs.
Yeah.
Make your call, know what you're supposed to do, and execute here.
Exactly. Brings in the number 9 hitter, Law.
And that hit him.
And that's going to be bases loaded.
He just wanted them loaded. If out at any base now.
Yep. We'll see how well Folkers performs under pressure.
Well, and you got
The leadoff man, Roush, coming up to bat.
you got Roush, and Roush is a big target here.
He is.
He's a tall kid. You got a lot of strike zone to work with.
Hit the ball both times. 1 for 2. Runners take their lead. Strike number 1.
Yeah, there's zero reason to go away from that
No,
pitch.
exactly. You got him leaning, and no need to. Driven foul.
Up big here now, nothing too good.
No. 2-0 or 0-2. Come back with that slow curveball. Let's see if he does. He does, but it doesn't break over the plate.
Did not bite.
1-2. First baseman Law. Dagner gets to second by the time. Driven in the air.
Soppy trailing it. Makes the play.
Makes the play. Out number 3, and the Wolverines escape out of this one. Just Denver plates 3, scores 9-3. We'll be right back. Get this
All right,
turned
we
over.
are back here for the bottom of the third inning. Wolverines lead this one 9-3. Soppy coming up to the plate.
Yep. As that bottom of the second inning ended with Folkers got tagged out at home. So Sappy's, he fouls it away. 0-1. So Sappy will get another at bat. Dev Davis on deck. The 0-1. That hit him.
Yep. Soppy takes that one off the knee, it looked like.
Brings in Dev Davis. And then Rendell's should be on deck.
Yep, looks like it. And Soppy dancing off first.
Well, yeah. The pitch.
Ooh.
Swung and missed by Davis.
Davis
Good hack at it.
swung out of his shoes on that one.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to hit that a long ways.
Don't need to kill it. Just meet it. 0-1. The pitch. He swung and missed at strike 2. Oh and 2 on Davis, with Soppy standing on first.
That hit him.
That's going to plunk him, and he didn't even get the attempt to move, but it hit him. Brings in Caleb Rendles. And then Julian Haugen should be on deck.
Correct.
So now runners on first and second. Wolverines still up 9-3 here in the bottom of the third inning of this JV game. In tight. 1-0. The 1-0. Strike number 1. One and 1. 2 on. The pitch by Law. Lifted in the air. Could be trouble.
Oh,
it was trouble.
It wasn't until he slipped.
Good.
Second baseman out there. Who is it second now?
Second baseman would be Smelser.
Yeah, he was backpedaling on it, and he just caught his cleat and went down. And
I'm sure, well, where the infield meets the outfield, I'm sure he got a lip there. Brings in number 19, Haugen. Base is jam-packed, and he delivers a ball outside. 1-0. As we see tonight's starter, Gus Varney, warming up the arm. In the dirt, 2-0. 2-0 on Julian Haugen. The pitch. He's going to drive one. That's going to be out of play, but playable, no.
stayed in, but couldn't quite get there.
2-1. Was set and delivers the 2-1 pitch in the dirt. 3-1. Again, like Joe said, we'll be off for a week. Our next game will be back here on the 31st when East Marshall comes to town.
All four is going to walk in a run.
Everybody moves up a bag.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have some stuff to talk about because the Wolverines have got 4 games in that time. Columbus, Union, 2 against Hudson on Monday, and then we're back on Wednesday against East Marshall. So plenty to talk about leading into that one. Plenty of games for the Wolverines between now and then.
Yes, it is. Haugen takes strike number 1. That's Jalen Haugen.
The Wolverines do lead this one 10-3 at this point.
Laws set and delivers the 0-1 pitch to Jalen Haugen.
Ooh, that one's in and tight.
Just turn on and rip it down third. One and 1. Two and 1. I would believe this is the last of the innings here.
Yeah,
I would think, Joe.
As both teams are really getting into the dugout and warmed up, I think, yeah, we'll probably be closing her down after 3.
All 3 runners take their lead. The pitch. In the dirt, 3-1. On deck is Peveril. The 3-1 pitch by Law. As he chops it foul. Pulls the count full. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Law's next pitch. He's going to drive one under the glove of the 3rd baseman.
Score 2.
Yep. Oh.
It's up being a single, but it puts 2 more runs across for the Wolverines.
As Davis and Rindle score on the single by Jalen Haugen.
Yep, that'll bring up Peveril and
then the top of the order with Block. Law's first pitch to Peveril.
He turns that one foul, but
it's up there swinging.
Good piece of hitting.
Yep. Oh and 1. As it's now 12-3. Boy, that one was close. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Peveril. He drives it. Oh, just out
got
of
ahead
play.
of it.
1-2. Before the varsity game, we'll talk just a little bit different sport, the soccer team. We'll talk about that, the ladies soccer team for the Wolverines. So stay tuned for that.
On the other stream.
On the other stream. 2-2. And Joe, I don't know if you know if the girls won or lost Monday. Softball.
JV won, varsity lost.
Swing and miss. Strike 3 as that fell in the glove of the catcher.
It's only out number 1.
Brings in Block, who's 2 for 2 tonight. A single, a double. Haugen was trying to get a little extra lead there.
Which he should be able to because they're not holding him.
Block looks at strike 1. Wynn still has a play in this ball game, blowing left to right. Sun's kind of going behind the clouds. Upstairs, 1-1 on Tate Block. Block's a freshman.
Yep.
Ooh, I thought he was going to call that. 2-1. 2-1 on Block. Keegan Bullhuse is the next batter on deck. Block chops it foul at the plate. That hit the plate, yes.
Either him or the plate. It hit something.
Regardless. Oh, it looked like I think it got Block because he's kind of has that limp to him a little bit. Do the 2-2 pitch again. Law's pitch. Block's going to chop at it, grounds it to the second baseman, and he makes the play.
So that'll get 2 outs, but moves both runners up. So with Bullhuse coming up here, you got runners on second and third with 2 outs. And
good job by Block just to hit it towards that second baseman, so his obviously the runners had to advance, but there would have been no play at second.
And that one's
Bullhuse is
going to
go
through. Well,
no,
off
good
off
play.
the second baseman's glove. Uh-oh. Yep, breaks.
And Jalen Haugen slams the brakes on. But 1 run scores. Jalen moves to third. Bullhuse is in with a single.
And that's going to bring up Gudgeon.
Yeah, brings in Gudgeon, who is 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Long delay by the pitcher. Here it comes. Gudgeon looks at ball 1 down low. One and 0. Law's next pitch. I didn't think he was going to move on that one, but it's 2-0. Thought Gudgeon was going to take another one off the head.
Pretty close.
It was. 2-0 on Ryan Gudgeon. Gudgeon swings and misses. Strike 1. Had a cut at it.
Yeah, I got it just a touch, just a piece of it.
Oh, now we're going to have another pitching change, Joe. Looks like
All
we're
right,
going to bring
so left fielder is coming in to throw.
So Schultz is coming in to throw.
Second will go to left.
So Smelser is going to go back to his regular position, John
Yep.
Smelser.
And pitcher will go back to second.
So we'll get a couple warm-up pitches from our new pitcher, Schultz. He is a sophomore.
This will be his first outing of the year, too. So
As the Wolverines have played at 4 here in the bottom of the third, lead 13-3.
Yep. Well, and this is, I haven't been on both sides of this type of a game, Brad. It's really hard, especially as a fielder, because you want to stay up on everything.
Yes.
You want to be ready to go, and when you're going deep in counts, and guys are getting flares and just getting hits. It's very hard for a fielder to stay up and ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And and then you think about it on the other side, the Wolverine side, with you've been sitting in the dugout for a long time.
Very long time.
I mean, we're lucky; it's a pretty nice night out, so it's not. Once we hit about 2 weeks from now, when we're all sweating pounds off.
Yes, exactly. Sounds like that's going to be started next week.
And we only got one game next week, so.
Yep. Gudgeon is going to step back in the box to face Schultz with a 2-1 count on him. Gudgeon takes that one outside. 3-1. Schultz ready. Rocks and fires.
Ball
and
4.
draws a walk. So now we have the bases loaded again.
But Cooper Steffen coming to the mound, or coming to the plate. See, I just did it too.
Must be.
It's contagious.
Yep. You said it. Steffen is 1 for 2. Schultz pitch. Outside, ball 1. Again, there's 2 outs. Yes. That's over the head of Steffen.
Coach can have to remind Steffen, drop that bat when you do that.
Yes. Seen that only happen a couple times where Pitches over the head, but never dropped the bat.
Oh,
That's
Steffen.
lined into right.
Oh,
Gets
big
past
hop.
the right fielder. Two's going to score.
Oh,
Steffen's
Steffen going to
for
second.
Plates that, or gets there with a double.
So Steffen with a double, plates 2 more.
Bullhuse and Gudgeon both.
We're going to have a runner for Steffen.
No, excuse me, not Gudgeon. It's Haugen will score.
So we're going to have
Bullhuse.
Block come in and run for Gudgeon. Is Gudgeon a catcher?
I don't know.
I wonder if he's putting the
Why
gear.
is that?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, unless Gudgeon pulled up.
He might have been dinged a little bit. I don't know.
I didn't see anything.
I didn't either. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen because I don't see a lot.
Folkert's in the box. 2 outs, 2 on.
Mm-hmm.
2-0.
I couldn't remember what the first one was. So quickly, 2-0 to Folkerts.
Schultz. Next pitch. That's outside. 3-0. Levi takes ball 4.
It's going to walk them back loaded.
Brings in Tot.
This is the 12th batter of the inning for the Wolverines.
12th batter of the inning. And the Wolverines have plated plenty.
6 more.
Strike number 1. 0-1. Upstairs, 1-1. The next pitch in there for strike 2. Now you got to be swinging. I think we had that a little bit last year where people just sit there, wait for the walks. I know you don't want to swing at something terrible, but
Well, but you couldn't have reached that one anyway. But
2-2.
yeah, and again, we talk about situations here. You know, the game where it is anything close,
Yep.
be hacking.
3-2, and it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. The 3-2 with 2 on, or bases loaded, 2 outs. He fists it right to the first baseman, out
that
number 3.
will be the 3rd out, and that should be your game.
Should be.
Yep. Looks like that is going to be the game. They're going to shake them up. And Wolverines, a couple big innings there. Brad got 3 in the first, but then a couple of 6-run innings to put this one away and run their record to 2-0.
Yep, very nice piece of hitting by the Wolverines. Pitchers have worked out of jams we've seen tonight. So very good job by this Wolverine JV team and Coach Burns.
Yeah, great job tonight. I think, again, as you said, you guys just came out and they hit. They took good pitches and hit them. You know, if it wasn't there, they didn't force it. But excellent job tonight by the Wolverines. Again, to reiterate, we will go over to the varsity stream. So, again, if you're back on the DNH homepage for YouTube, there should be a varsity baseball stream. We will start that one up here very shortly. And then Brad and I will be back on in, 20 minutes or so as we get close to game time and the teams start warming up. We'll be back on to talk about everything going on with the Wolverines right now. So for Brad Eichenberg, this is Joe Huck, and we will talk to you guys next week.